As we reported at the top of the program, Purdue Pharma is reportedly offering as much as $12 billion to settle opioid claims. Now, this follows last night's ruling against Johnson & Johnson for its role in this epidemic. And as Meg Tirrell reports now from Norman, Oklahoma, there is still a lot more litigation ahead.
Austin Box was 22, a linebacker for the University of Oklahoma. His dad, Craig, said that was Austin's dream.
He was a tremendous student and athlete, graduated high school early, was recruited heavily to play baseball and football at various colleges.
After an injury, Austin took opioid painkillers prescribed for a ruptured disc. But it was a shock to his parents when, in 2011, he died, and opioids were found in his system.
There were 4 or 5 different kinds in his system at the time of death.
Craig Box testified in a landmark trial in Oklahoma that reached its conclusion this week. A judge here ruled Johnson & Johnson was responsible for the state's opioid crisis.
Those actions compromised the health and safety of thousands of Oklahomans,
and ordered the company to pay $572 million to help abate it. Purdue Pharma and Teva had settled before the trial began. The Oklahoma case was just the first to go to trial of thousands pending across the country, seeking to hold the drug industry accountable for the opioid epidemic. Attention now turns to a massive set of federal cases, consolidated in Ohio in what's known as a multi-district litigation, or MDL, brought by thousands of cities, counties, and others. An attorney for J&J said the Oklahoma results should have no bearing on those cases.
The cases that are consolidated in the MDL proceeding in Cleveland, Ohio, are under different law. They have different parties, different theories, and so we do believe that those are very different.
Yet stocks of companies involved in that litigation jumped last night on J&J's ruling, which was smaller than Wall Street anticipated. Oklahoma's Attorney General said that's the wrong take.
The multiplier effect around the country is considerable. There are 2,000 plaintiffs in the MDL and 50 other states. For those analysts to be characterizing this as a win, they need to go back to business school.
That Ohio case will bring scrutiny to more players in the opioid crisis, not just drug makers, but distributors and pharmacies as well. A massive DEA database central to those cases details the sheer number of opioid pills that were dispensed and where. Here in Cleveland County, Oklahoma, for example, more than 70 million prescription pain pills were supplied between 2006 and 2012, enough for 41 pills per person per year. This Walgreens in Norman received the highest number of pills, almost 4 million. The judge in the federal case in Ohio is pushing for a settlement, which analysts expect could top $100 billion. Craig Box says that would be the best outcome to make a dent in the epidemic.
I hope that this is a message to the opioid companies, candidly, that maybe force some settlements in some of those cases so the states can receive funds to address the problem quicker than having to go through a trial like this.
J&J, though it went to trial in Oklahoma, said it's open to a potential settlement in the federal cases. The first trial is set to begin October 21st. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Meg Tirrell in Norman, Oklahoma.